Everyone wants success. Better grades. A healthier body. More money. More confidence. But here's the strange part. Most people already know what they should do. Exercise. Read. Study. Sleep on time. So why don't they actually do it? The answer isn't a lack of knowledge. It's the lack of one powerful habit. A habit that quietly separates people who keep growing from those who stay stuck. And today, we're going to discover what that habit really is. Most people wait until they feel motivated. I'll start tomorrow. I'll do it when I feel ready. But motivation is like the weather. Some days it's sunny. Some days it's not. If your actions depend on motivation, your progress will always be inconsistent. The people who achieve great things don't wait for motivation. They've built something stronger. Imagine two people. One reads just 10 pages every day. The other says, I'll read when I have more time. One exercises for 15 minutes. The other waits for Monday. These choices seem tiny. Almost meaningless. But repeated every day, they completely change a person's future. Psychologists explain habits using a simple loop. First comes a cue. Something reminds your brain to act. Then comes the action. Finally, there's a reward. Every time this loop repeats, the behavior becomes easier. Eventually, you stop relying on willpower. The habit begins running almost automatically. So what's the most powerful habit you can build? It's not waking up at 5 a.m. It's not working non-stop. It's not following the perfect morning routine. The most powerful habit is showing up consistently. Even when you don't feel motivated. Even when progress feels slow. Even when nobody is watching. Because consistency beats intensity almost every time. Imagine two runners. One sprints as fast as possible, then quits after a few days. The other walks a little every single day. Who travels farther after a year? The answer is obvious. Life works the same way. Small actions repeated consistently almost always outperform bursts of extreme effort. Think of habits like a snowball. At first, nothing seems to happen. The changes are tiny. Almost invisible. But each small action builds on the last. Eventually, the results become impossible to ignore. That's the power of compounding. Here's something fascinating. The strongest habits aren't built through pressure. They're built through identity. Instead of saying, I want to read, say, I'm someone who reads every day. Instead of, I want to exercise, think, I'm someone who takes care of my health. When your identity changes, your actions begin to follow. Discipline becomes much easier when you design your environment. Want to read more? Leave a book on your desk. Want to use your phone less? Keep it out of reach. Don't rely on willpower alone. Make good habits easier. And bad habits harder. One of the simplest tricks is called the 2-minute rule. Want to exercise? Start with 1 push-up. Want to study? Study for 2 minutes. Want to write? Write 1 sentence. The goal isn't to finish. The goal is to begin. Because once you start, continuing becomes much easier. Here's another secret. Nobody is perfect. You'll miss a workout. You'll skip a study session. You'll have bad days. That's normal. The important rule is simple. Never miss twice. 1 bad day is a mistake. 2 bad days can become a habit. 1 good habit often creates another. Reading improves knowledge. Knowledge builds confidence. Confidence encourages action. Action creates opportunities. Success isn't usually the result of one giant decision. It's the result of many small habits working together. Here's a challenge. Choose just one habit. Make it so small you can't fail. Do it every day for the next 30 days. Don't worry about perfection. Focus on consistency. Because the person you become is shaped by what you repeatedly do. So what's the most powerful habit you can build? The habit of showing up. Again. And again. And again. Not because you always feel motivated, but because you've decided that your future matters more than today's excuses. Remember, success rarely comes from one big moment. It comes from hundreds of small moments repeated over time. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more stickman videos about psychology, habits, and self-improvement. And tell me in the comments, what's one small habit you're going to start today?